Hello, hello. Oh man. My camera is all messed up. What happened here? I don't even know what's going on. Some fiend came into my home and messed my camera all up. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is terrible. Perhaps my window's not big enough. I should probably fix that at some point. That'd be the smart thing to do though, wouldn't it? Ah, fantastic and eccentric. What's up, you troublemakers? How are you guys doing? It was not a woman. Fantastic. I can neither confirm nor deny that I've had a woman in my domain. It probably was Nelly, Commander. How's everybody doing this morning? Creating an alchemist character. Are you eccentric? Are you got a new game going on? Just prepping. I gotcha. All right. Well, looking at this map again, I am almost as intimidated by it as I was previously. It's scary. Gee, thanks, fantastic. I appreciate the confidence. The weather killed some plants for the day. Did it get cold overnight or something? It killed the plants? Commander, you gotta give me more background than that. Eccentric, you're gonna have to tell me about this character. Yeah, I just like... Coming into this, I'm like, I just don't know. So, perhaps, maybe we need a bigger bridge. Alright. This map was a little bit more daunting than I initially set out for, but that's okay. That's okay. That's fair, fantastic. Yeah, you raise a good point, and I guess there's really not a whole lot else that I can say about that. I don't know. I mean, if it makes you feel better, I could try to get it to you late this week, so you got something to pick on me about on next Saturday. Would that help? Oh, Commander, no kayaking today? Oh, it says, okay, your previous message said killed plans, not plants. I was thinking you had some like tomato plants or growing out in the backyard or something like that, and the weather killed them. I was like, well, I mean, You guys did just have a hurricane, so it's not really surprising. Okay, I guess the question is, where do we want our settlements to be? Oh, that needs to be scaled way down. Perhaps. Well, Biggles, I appreciate that, but let's wait for that until we see how this map turns out, because this one is challenging. Yeah, I mentioned this the other day, Biggles. I think, especially in terms of Tuesday nights for Smoke and Barrel, I am certain that I only get good rolls when I'm like on the precipice. It's like beer pong, right? Like, I am terrible at beer pong until I am on the precipice of being just absolutely blackout drunk. And then I'm just, I'm freaking, I guess Shaquille O'Neal's not necessarily a good example. I'm Steph Curry in sports ball terms. What's up, Psychosis? See, I like fantastic. I like how you're really examining the methodology, like deeply examining the methodology with which you pick on me. Because obviously, yes, I get the whole no soul ginger thing from JT. That's like, he's got that one covered. And, I've gotten the short thing all my life, and it's, it's not something that I can necessarily help. So the fact that you're examining this makes it makes your insults more meaningful. How's that? This eccentric says, the concept so far is an elf who put all his effort into his studies back in his quote-unquote youth, which allowed him to become an exceptional alchemist at the risk of his health. By the time specific campaign starts, his studies have taken a toll on his mind and body. I like that. That's good. Yes, Goblin D's nuts. I am Shaq at the free throw line when I am sober. But you should see me. You should see me at the post. Just saying. All right. So I think I just need to recolor this. I'm just gonna go through and recolor all of this, and then we'll come back through with a little bit of We'll come back through with a little bit of character. Oh, dude, yeah. I haven't thought about the Harlem Globetrotters in a hot minute. Alright, so I think... Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, this here... I'm just catching this. This here doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So we're going to get rid of that. I think maybe... This is going to be... I might end up having to change my vision just a little bit here, because I'm thinking these are some sort of riverlands with highland plateaus here. So, here's what I want to do. I want to find a good river texture. Ocean. These are all ocean. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come all through here. And then maybe, oh, babe, yes, I'm seeing it now. I'm envisioning. So you guys can't see what I'm doing. This is the part of it that's like a magic trick. Like, you guys have no idea what it is that I'm doing right now until I lift the veil and you finally see what it is that I'm doing. Okay. Now, one good tip that I have for anybody out there who's an aspiring map maker. Rivers never split. All they do is converge. I learned that when I was watching a video on criticism of Tolkien's maps, of all people. That's a good point, Bagels. I am an enigma. So we're gonna take... Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I need to smooth out these edges a little bit. This is ridiculous. Go back. Undo. We're smoothing that bitch out. Okay. So this is definitely going to take some work to get lined out and looking correct, but it's all right. It's all right. We can do this. And I think that this down here is going to be a lake, kind of like at the bottom of this, in the base of a canyon. Now I'm gonna have to fiddle fart around a little bit with some of this. Okay. comes up. Get rid of some of these rough edges here. I want to make sure, let's go back and get okay. And I might need to throw... some trees around here, maybe. Because obviously, quite obviously, this is going to be a little bit more... What's the word I'm looking for? The area around the river is going to be a little bit more fertile. Like me. Like how I'm fertile, you know? Sarcastic really are amazing creatures. You can learn all there is to know about them over the course of a month. Yet even after 100 years, they can still surprise you. Okay. Maybe, man, getting this right is gonna be difficult. So you guys might be witnessing my first multi-episode map, meaning the first episode I spend multiple full sessions on. Because I feel like this is something that I am never going to be satisfied with. I see what's going on here. Make sure we can get this. Yeah, Commander, you know, this is your fault. This was your idea. I can't help it. I liked it so much. I was like, I have to do this. Why is this so weird? Why is this acting all funny? And like, it doesn't wanna, like, it's only, oh, I see. Okay, hold on. All right. I need to figure out where. There we go. Okay. Okay. What days are the playthroughs on? What playthroughs? That's a good point. Fantastic. Oh, yeah. Biggles, those are on, I dropped those on Mondays. But be aware, they are not live. So I usually, Frost, JJ, Commander, and Michaela and I, we all get together usually on Sundays, so far on Sundays, and we record them, and then I spend like the next week editing them. Cutting out the ums and ahs and most of the rules discussions that go too far or go too long and stuff like that. But yeah. We play those on Sundays. Okay, so I'm gonna texture up this lower area with some, let's see, there's not forest, there's jungle. Here we go, here's some trees. Swamp trees, willow trees, jungle trees, oak trees, sequoias. It would be cool to have a sequoia forest. Oh, that's too high. That's so big. I don't know. I don't know if Sequoia Forest really fits. Let's see. So we're using random stamps just here and there. And we're layering these in. Filling in this beautiful and lush landscape with different trees and just tree. This stamp is simply called tree. Isn't it beautiful, guys? Ooh. Here's a random thing for players to find if they look closely. There's a large tree with a house in it. See, guys? See how cool that is? It's just a hidden little detail that you throw in there that if your players are looking at the map, examining the map, they can find other little things to do. And then I have pine trees. See regional. Let's just get the whole big list here. Damn right, Goblin. Damn right. It's not like, okay, so Psychosis, let me clarify this, because you've seen the streams where we'll get into discussions about rules and we'll go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on how we disagree on how a rule should be well, decided, or on how a ruling should be, or on what somebody should get to do. Those are what I'm cutting out. Like if we're just having a rule, if somebody's like, oh hey, how does this work? And I tell them, you know, oh, this is how that works. And then maybe somebody else comes in and is like, well, actually, this comes in if like somebody else knows the rule better than I do, then I'll leave that part in. But if it goes back and forth for 10, 15 minutes, I'm only going to keep little parts in. But there's some little Easter eggs in there, but some stuff that I probably should have cut out that I don't, especially in the most recent episode, that, or no, not the most recent episode that we recorded. But we'll say that the episode that I'm going to drop on Monday, I messed up some names multiple times, and it's relatively humorous. It's humorous enough to make me like breathe out my nose a little bit, like, you know. So I left it in. Like, Moss, you fucking idiot. Then it's you've got a point, man. You've got a point, Biggles. Yeah, you're right. Nobody looks at the map. We did miss that whole ship. But to be fair, well, I guess there really is no point other than that. Yeah, that's you raise a good point. Yes, like a treehouse, fantastic. God, yes. How do they not have more trees in this? All right, I guess maybe some of these jungle trees or swamp trees can go in here, because they're going to be too small to really be able to tell the difference. And all I want is just a little bit of variety. Don't you know? Just some variety. That way you're not looking at just only a couple of different trees, but multiple. I'm not really sure how much I like this little texture here, because it's just green. It's just green. Like, there's not really a whole lot of variation about it. But maybe, you know what? Now I'm sort of regretting doing is choosing this style and not the parchment style, because they have a parchment style map too that I think would have worked. Actually might have worked a little bit better. But that's okay. See, this area I think is gonna be pretty well it's gonna be pretty well covered. Is there a let's see. I just put a little staircase there. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And then I think I'm just gonna put a wee little village down there at the bottom. I think the treehouse is where the hags live, man. Something about the vibe of this here, I don't know, can you guys hear the music? I assume you guys can, because it usually works most of the time. Something about the vibe of this, it hits me right in the feels. Scale this down here. Generate tool. You can automatically generate continents. I've not seen that before. Yeah, it did. I think I've got just a general leprechaun demeanor about me. Actually, you know what? I think this should probably go a little closer to... Yeah, that's going to go a little bit closer to the water because I think that this town here is going to be more of a, like a river town. That's where people will go. Like maybe there's a town like right up here or something, or a city. Maybe this is all part of the same city. Actually, you know what? Why don't we do this? Let's see. I don't know if I can get this to work correctly or not. Can we flip this? Not really. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So we're just gonna leave that there. And then maybe there's just a large town. I'm thinking maybe the whole town comes up and around in here. And then maybe... we're gonna flip this. We're gonna move it up a layer so it's not behind the, what is this? We're gonna scale this down. Oh, nope, wrong one. So we've got some stairways going up and down. Got a stairway here going up to the upper level, stairway here going down to the lower level. I think this city is going to be built as a representation of the hubris of man, building places where he has no business building, where the gods have said, "What are you doing? Like, why? This is dumb." Let me see. Docks. What is a quay? Oh, it must be a sea, like a seawall. Oh, these are cool, dude. I like those. These are just core docks. How do we like these? And then These don't rise up enough. I'm thinking... I got too many thoughts going on in my head right now of what I want to do. Yeah, see? Psychosis feels my pain. He knows what's going on. It's like everybody thinks I'm stupid. No, it's just because I'm so deep in thought that I... Sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. Here, why don't we do this? Alright, I think I know what I want to do here. So if we do that, and then we take this, bring it up a layer, and then we're gonna come in here and we're gonna bring the water in a little bit more. Look at that. Because I'm thinking that this town is gonna have a few more docks than just the 3 it's got room for there. I'm thinking it's got docks on the other side as well. And that way, they've got a bridge to move all of the goods and services across into the town. So let's go back to do... Oh wow. We're going back to this side. And there's gonna be a dock here. And a dock here. See, you can't see it quite right. But it's there. It's there. And then we're gonna come in and we're gonna bring that land out just a little bit. And we're gonna have to do something else with that land too, but for right now it's alright, I think. Look at that! Beautiful! Alright, I think actually, so what we'll need to do probably is adjust. I'm not gonna lie, Psychosis, I had to Google what a midden was. But I'll make sure it's there. I'll make sure it has a proper midden. Okay. hide these all away. What did you just see? Hold on. Is this something that I did? Would you catch me picking my nose or something? What? Hold on. All right, so Commander N sent this to me. Welcome to Wednesday After Dark 2.0. If you didn't see Wednesday After Dark this week on Moonskull, we talked about the Rings of Power quite a bit. And I guess this was a... Commander N, you might have to let me know. Oh, Charlotte Brandstrom confirms Galadriel was in love with Sauron in the Rings of Power. She was very much in love with Halbrand, Brandstrom says. I mean, there was almost like a love story. He really seduced her. He really got in her head and it destabilized her, so she knows she needs to be strong and stand up to him. Fuck these people. Fuck these people. Oh, yeah, psychosis, you knew I would have to look up that word? Wow, very nice, dude. Very nice. So anyway, moving on from my lack of vocabularical terms, there's an archery range here. Oh, boats! Let's put some boats on the river. Let's see, there's a boat there. Let's see. Let's put some more boats. There's oh, that's too big. We don't want that. Although I might have to. I'm probably gonna end up redoing a lot of this. This is gonna be like a 4-episode type deal here. I can tell already. Yeah, you weren't kidding, Commander N. Okay, so here's what I don't understand. It's rant time. Okay. Galadriel is fucking married. Okay? Galadriel is married at this point. She even goes so far as to say that that she has no idea where Celeborn is. In the first season, she's like, "Oh yeah, I don't know where he's at." But they're gonna use Middle Earth as a place to be like, "Oh, this is daytime soap opera stuff." Oh, her husband's missing, but she falls in love with the bad boy next door, who rides a Harley and wears leather jackets and molests children. I don't know about that last part, but regardless, it doesn't make like this is not something that you can play around with. This is not it's not a love story. Tolkien never wrote love. I mean, he wrote love stories, but the whole object of it was not about love. It was about great deeds. Like, even the love stories that Tolkien did write, predominantly, I'm looking at you, Beren and Luthien, it was about the deeds of Beren, and it was not it was about the deeds of Beren to earn the right from Luthien's father to marry her. And then it was about the deeds of Luthien to save Beren, because they were in love. These were not stories about will they, won't they. The tension between the two is you can cut it with a knife. Can their love survive the trials ahead? No, the love between these characters was fact. It was a fact that Beren loved Luthien. It was a fact that Galadriel loved Celeborn. It was a fact that Arwen loved Aragorn. It was what links will these two people go through in order to be together, because their love is a fact. The things that happen to them are impediments to that they must overcome. And so these stories that these people are writing, oh, Galadriel and Sauron were, oh, well, I mean, she was in love with him. Surely she was in love with him. But he's a bad guy. And she's got to be a good girl, even though she's not a good girl. Everybody fucking hates her. It doesn't make sense in the sense of Tolkien. And it doesn't make sense in the sense of the world. And it completely, yet again, it misunderstands the entire message of what Tolkien was trying to get across in these films. And it misunderstands the characters of Sauron, and it misunderstands the character of Galadriel. It's like Galadriel has, it's like she almost has no conviction. She tries to. They try to make her a principled person in the show. Utterly fail, because she's wishy-washy on all kinds of different stuff. Apparently, I mean, falls in love with Sauron, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I can't. I fucking can't. I'm sorry. I can't, and I won't. But, you know, the season's over, and, we can move on with our lives. Thank Christ. Look at all these beautiful boats. This is one thing that I wish I could have articulated better on Wednesday, but High King Feanor is much more learned in Tolkien than I am, and I'm no slouch. Like, I know my shit, but I would consider him basically a scholar, because he sits down with the books and he takes notes. I don't do that. I've read through them, and I very, very, very much enjoy them. But, like, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. It's like I said, Lord of the Rings was about deeds. And it was about the struggle, the deeds that people, the deeds of men, and the struggle against just the concept of evil. Sauron is a concept. That's why he never takes bodily form in The Lord of the Rings, his quintessential work. Tolkien's quintessential work is The Lord of the Rings. That's why Sauron never takes physical form. It's because he's a concept. He's a force to be reckoned with. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. They just don't understand. So, yeah, Ramilla. Yeah, so, I have had a cup of coffee, and then I was out of creamer, and I refused to drink my coffee black, so I went to the gas station and got one of these. I am hyped, dude. I am hyped, because I've got some editing to do after this. And I've also got some planning to do. So, and I gotta find some time for other things too. Like, guys, my life is scheduled out, man. It's scheduled out. Let's see. Okay, let's enough Rings of Power, because you guys know I'll go on. I'll keep going. Okay, so ooh, why don't we do this? Okay, maybe there's a small island. Yeah, exactly, Commander. That is why Bilbo is such a great character. And that's why hobbits are... that's why hobbits are so kind of profound, in a way. Because they sort of isolate themselves. They isolate themselves in simplicity. And while at the end of The Return of the King, Tolkien makes it clear that, you know, through the Scouring of the Shire, you isolating yourself from the world doesn't necessarily keep the world out if it wants in. But it does make you less susceptible to the world's temptations and its corruption. Yes, fantastic. I do relate to hobbits in more ways than one, mind you. Not just the height, but also the height. Let's see. Is this a human settlement? I think this is a human settlement. This is gotten to the point where I'm just talking about Lord of the Rings and not and not making maps. So we need to scale these way down. That too, yeah, I got hairy toes. So here's my thought here. So I'm thinking the keep is here, right? This is the keep, and this is going to be the most defensible place on the map. This part here, and I still got to figure out what I want to do over here and over here. But right now, for this area here, like this is going to be the keep area. This is where the Lord of the land is going to live. And I might actually move this back a little bit. But I'm going to put probably... So here's our or our military barracks. Oh wait, that's not here. The bridge is over here. Even though I think I'm going to try to change that bridge out too if I can find the proper one. This is actually, you know what? This is actually starting to remind me of Solitude from Skyrim. Damn it! I plagiarized from Bethesda again! Anyway.
Bethesda did it.
Okay. So why don't we... I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without fucking something up. I'm probably going to fuck something up. Let's see. What is this? Rocky ground. Snow. Pavement. Originally, I was going to look at this as kind of a... just a normal, like, less advanced society. But I'm thinking now that they've probably got, like, pavement and such. But the question is how extensive do I want to get with it? Let's focus on the buildings first. I was thinking putting some like pavement and roads down first might help me lay out the buildings, but I think I need to lay out the buildings first. Let's see. Some kind of exterior outpost or trading post on the far side of the bridge, so visitors never have to cross into the city proper, adding to the security. That's kind of where I was going with it. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's see. What we got here? Mansions. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. They're all oriented the same way. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. I like that. Okay. Look, this is just a tiny little mill house right there. I think maybe we need to move these trees out of the way, though. What's up, Feline? You've been married 12 years? Is today your anniversary or something? Congratulations, man. Most marriages don't last that long. Well, I say most. Like 50% of them don't last that long. Okay. So we want to make sure that we get a proper... let's see. Is there like a... That's a village house. They're all Vikings. They're covered in snow. We don't want that. These are dwarven, but I don't mind having a little bit of differing architecture. Oh! Why is that so big? This is kind of nestled in here a little bit. And then we're going to put that down. Oh. Hold on. You can't... That's stupid. It makes it like transparent. Makes it look like the cliff is going over. So I'm gonna have to figure out, okay. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, I don't think. I'm gonna have to move this over. There can be nothing near the cliffs. Damn it. Alright. Well, that's yeah, that's convincing enough, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It can be like this can be the, I don't know, customs or what the fuck ever. That makes sense because it's like right on the other side of this bridge from this docks, and it's right next to these. So that's good. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, that's the dream, man. Get yourself a lady who will snore next to you while you watch Saturday morning map making streams. This is basically the equivalent of Saturday morning cartoons, but this is for man children. Commander, you've got a good point. They definitely do. They definitely do. Might have to do something with that too, because that doesn't look quite right. Maybe I'll have, I might have another mountain or something coming over this way. Hey there, children. Welcome to Saturday morning map making. Well, I think that's what I think they made it transparent so you could blend it in with the background, which makes a lot of sense. But also, like, if I wanted to, like if I'm trying to nestle something in behind there, which is going to be far fewer instances than if I'm trying to blend it into the background, it makes it very difficult, if not impossible. So, not a huge deal, it is what it is, but it was just one of those things that irked me for a quick second. Oh, there's the pine trees. Now there's pine trees in a different... Okay, guys. Here's the thing. If you are going to have a section called trees, where all of the trees are, you should put your pine trees in there instead of core. Am I making sense? Am I crazy? Am I taking crazy pills? I don't think so. I don't think I am. Did I already put this? Yeah, I already put one of those down. But we're probably going to put a couple of those down. Let's see. All right, so let's take... Why do these start out so big? All right, so that here is a guardhouse. And this here is a guardhouse. Let's see. We've got our keep there. We've got a parliamentary building there, because that makes all kinds of sense. Perhaps we've got... You know what? Why don't we do this? We're just gonna speckle... We're gonna speckle some trees throughout the city. Oh, that's too much. So there's a tree, and there's a tree. There's a tree, and there's a tree. Look at all the trees. Aren't they beautiful? Ooh, I see. See, this is what I was talking about. You can see the leaves through the cliff face there, and they're like, yeah. If you get them too close, they're blending in, or they're what you call it? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You might be right on that. Fantastic. You might be right. Okay. So we want to go. Mind is a million places a minute. At least, okay. So let this be a lesson to all of you. If you're gonna have me make one of these kinds of maps, know that my mind is gonna be everywhere. I'm not gonna be able to focus. All right? I'm gonna be all over the place with what I want to do. And let's see, how big are these buildings? Oh, they're pretty small. Do I want to make them bigger? Okay. At least if I'm doing like a battle map, I'm focused on like, this is the scene, this is the setting, this is what's going on here. Here I'm like, oh man, I'm just all over the place, dude. I am all over the place. And I'm gonna have 16 different layers of stuff. I'm gonna scale that down a little bit. That's a little big. Yeah, give it, at least that way it's not quite as big as the cliff. Let's move this one over here. Wait, Commander. Are you saying I need to have my parents ground me so I have more time to work on these? Is that what I'm understanding? I'm 31. I'm probably misunderstanding you. And if I am misunderstanding you, consider it deliberate. Could consider these. I know, right? God. Call me Creaky Bones. What's in the core here? Arrgh, a wizard's tower. I don't know why I went pirate with that. So I think the wizard's tower overlooks... The wizard's tower overlooks the river. So we've got a keep here. Do we want a fortress too? Would that make much sense? Because this place is highly defensible. I will not go to my room. I basically live in this damn chair. I could come up with a name and a background for it, but I'll tell you what, like a lot of these things, like, so I'll tell you how I'll kind of tell you how my mind works, right? So I basically get a basic concept of what I think makes sense. And it evolves from there. Like most of my character backstories for D&D games, it's like, here's like a basic overview of what might have happened to him and his parents, and his personality just develops from there. Like, I can't remember the last time I filled out like the flaws and bonds and ideals and stuff like that for a D&D character. It's been years, and even when I did, I didn't abide by them. But the closest I get is, you know, if I'm a paladin or a cleric, I am faithful to whatever it is. If I am a rogue, then I am more impulsive and kind of a shyster. And yes, I did just say shyster. That is a word that I used. Do I want to put humanoids in here? Is that really necessary? It's probably not necessary. Let's not do that. Oh my god. Yeah, this is going to be a 6-episode series, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, Eccentric. Definitely gonna end up putting a wall around this area, because I'm gonna have, I've got kind of an archery range / Fletcher right here. I've got the keep. I've got the Parliament here. So there's probably gonna be like a wall in this general area. That way it's a little bit more defensible. We've got a guard barracks and a guard house right here, and then the wizard's tower, and there's going to be a few more things on the outside here. But the town proper is going to be, I think, is basically going to be here all along these cliffs. And then I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do with this up here. There might be... We'll figure that out as we come to it. Might have some farmland. I'm going to have to do something with these cliffs here, because the cliffs and the river don't make sense. Maybe I'll just get rid of the river altogether over here. But yeah, regardless, I think you are correct in putting a wall around the seat of government up here. Because government, I don't know if you guys know this, but government is better than you. And they deserve defenses. Yeah, we'll make the Orxicans pay for the wall. Yeah. A 40-year-old man watching a 30-year-old man make a map. Yep. So how does everybody feel about the way their life's going? Okay, so we've got a temple there. Maybe there's a bit of a clock tower here. Then we've probably got a couple of mansions over here. What happens if we flip this? Maybe scale it down just a little bit. We're not going to have it as big as the keep, and we're sure not going to have it as big as the parliament. But it is probably going to be in a higher class portion of the city, so I'm fine with that. These guys are probably parliamentarians or something. We're going to have a fountain right there. A very nice fountain. We definitely want to make sure that we need to make sure we have another temple over here. Because the politicians need to present the illusion that they are godly men while they fuck over the townspeople. Am I bitter? Yeah, Ramil. Oh, yeah. It had been a while since I had run a game, Ramilla, up until I started Cthulhu, and now I'm running Cthulhu and I'm running the One Ring, and I don't have time for anything anymore. Of course, there's a lot more to what I'm doing than just running, a game, but still, even still. Psychosis, I think you might be right. I think we are all a little bit bitter. You know what? I am gonna have to go and watch your brother's latest political stream. By the way, those who don't know, I'll give Commander N's brother a shout out, Puerto Rican Pistolero, on which you can also see Commander N playing Fortnite with a couple of 60-year-old men. Look at that! I plugged your shit for you. See, this is that song that just hits me right in the vibes, man. Ah, I love it. And this is DMCA free, guys. Like crazy. Crazy. Okay, so there's a fountain there. I want to put a few more trees around here as well. Can I tell you guys a secret real quick? any previous regional maps that I've started to make that I had to have a lot of detail, I have abandoned. Because it just gets to be overwhelming trying to fill all of the spaces that I want to get filled and make it seem organic and intentional, as opposed to me just holding left mouse and dragging it around to place random objects. Now, if I could do this for a living, wink wink, it would be a lot better, because I think that I would definitely be able to do a little bit better and probably get better at this, because that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do these is because I want to get better at it. And I think that running these games on... Oh, Boki subscribed over on YouTube. Thanks, buddy. I think my Streamlabs is very small, so I can't scroll through a whole lot at once. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if Boki is watching something else or if he's watching this stream. But if you are watching this stream, thanks for lurking, man. Or girl. We don't judge here or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I've just fucked up all my screens. Oh. Let's see. So these are market stalls. I think these are a little bit too lowborn. These market stalls are too lowborn for this area of the city. This area of the city here, I'm going to have to look for a Whole Foods to put up here. But there's definitely a market square. Let's see, there's probably a market square in here somewhere. There's definitely going to be a market square with probably tents down here. What are you doing over here, pup? What are you doing? What are you doing? She just looked at me. Hi, baby. Yeah, I'm going to have to put 10 Starbucks. I'm going to have to put some Targets, Targets, a Walgreens on every corner. Market Square, let's see. Yeah, and the Market Square is definitely going to lead up to the... it's definitely going to lead up the street to the stairs over here. We're definitely going to have to put some more houses down there. Let's see. Put some village houses down here. That didn't do shit. Oh, we don't want that. That's upside down. Let's put this one here. See, they've still got some thatched houses down here. Not horribly poor, I don't think. But there's probably still houses down here. What the hell is going on with this tree here? Bring it up a layer. Put that house behind it. Ah, I don't like that. I don't like where that's at. Okay, we'll get rid of it. Ramilla, you've got a good point. I probably will clear out some of these trees, and I'm going to dress up the banks of the river as well. But I think what I'm going to do, actually, is, considering now my vision is tending to lead me more towards a more settled area, as opposed to like, oh, there's a city here, and there's a city here, and there's mountains here, and wilderness here, and more mountains way down here in the corner. I think most of this is just going to be settled, and I'm probably going to put some farmland up here or something. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but yeah, this is definitely going to be a civilized map. It's going to end up being, I think, more of a city map than it is what the original idea was, but I don't mind it. I think it's going to be all right. And I'm probably going to need to put some more docks around here too, because these docks here are not going to be enough to feed the entire city, I don't think. Then again, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll have some more docks down here or something on the lake. Maybe the bigger ships come in here, up, because I'm thinking this is downstream here. This here is downstream, and then it feeds into this larger lake. And I'm wondering if maybe canonically in my headcanon, if I'm gonna put, if I'm just gonna say that, oh, this lake feeds into the ocean, and you can get ocean liners, or not ocean liners, but, you know, sailing ships and stuff like that actually come in here and dock here, and then you've got your river boats that come from inland and dock here. Which seems to me to probably be the most logical way to look at it. Yeah, of course, keep the peasants on the far side of the bridge. You think that the politicians and the aristocrats want to deal with the riffraff of the lowborn? Come on, like, no, these people never need to leave their houses. And guys, so okay, I'm sitting here in gym shorts on my chair, and I'm getting monkey butt. I don't know if you're familiar with what that is, but I'm getting monkey butt. So. Give me, actually, you know what? Give me just 1 second. I gotta pee real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. No mutinies today. Herman Miller Aeron chairs are the best choice for a computer chair. How much are those? Is my question. Because I think... I don't know, because I'm torn between... Like, my computer does what I need it to do right now. But... I really would like to upgrade that, and that's fucking expensive. So like, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do as far as, you know, how I want to spend what money I end up getting. And we're not even monetized yet. So basically my entire paycheck goes towards paying my bills. So hopefully once we get monetized, maybe I'll be able to devote some more money to like upgrading my system and getting a new, like, yeah, I definitely need to get a new chair. I want to get a new computer desk, and I really want, what I really want to do is, so I don't know if you, yeah, you guys can see me right here, right there. That is a door that goes upstairs, which currently is not used. Like, I'm not using it, but it's a decent upstairs area. The only problem is, so it's built with this, the walls are like, it's not particle board. Like, my house was built in 1925. Yeah, I probably should learn. I got to learn from JD how to ask for money. No, so I was in sales, and you know, one of the things that that you find out in sales is people are not going to give you their business unless you ask them. But here, I'm like, well, you know, I don't want to ask anybody. I'm not going to ask anybody for donations because that defeats the purpose of a donation. Maybe not. But anyway, no, the upstairs is basically like, it's put together. It's not, it's kind of like particle board, but it's not. It's just really old, cheap walls. And before I use that, what I want to do is I want to turn that upstairs into a studio. But before I can do that, I need to rip down all those walls that are up there, and I want to put up I want to put up some actual drywall. I'm probably going to have to re-insulate it, but I'm going to put up some actual drywall and get it painted and get it soundproofed, and I'm going to need to decorate it and all that stuff to make it, you know, give it a nice, pleasing background, because I know how much you guys really enjoy my background. Like, it's top notch. It's probably one of the most aesthetically pleasing backgrounds on YouTube, especially with this random lamp that I've got set up here for lighting, that I think probably belonged to my great grandmother. I should probably take better care of it. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, then I need to run cable. I think what I'll do at that point is, well, when you say run cable, I assume you mean internet. I think what I'm gonna have to do is, because my fiber is hooked up, it comes up from downstairs. They ran the line through my basement, up through my bedroom floor, and so my router slash modem is in my bedroom right now. So I'm gonna have to run some Ethernet cables. Probably gonna have to drill some holes in the ceiling and the floor upstairs, and run a long Ethernet cable up there. So that way I've got internet up there. And the air conditioning also sucks up there. So I'm either going to have to get a window unit, or I'm going to have to run new ductwork up there, or more ductwork up there, because there's like one vent up there. But in the summer, holy shit, it gets hot upstairs. And it gets cold up there too during the winter, because I don't think it's super well insulated, but at the same time, it's not like, there's not really a whole lot of ductwork that runs up there. So I think there's one vent, and no cold air return either, or no air return in general. Okay, so we got just a little bit before, I almost said Frost Maiden, before Crimson Throne starts. I put a temple there. No, we want a cathedral there. Mini split units that I can use. You talking about for internet? I think these are gonna have, okay, so this is gonna be in kind of like a square. I think this is gonna be a whole square, and I think these are gonna be set off to the side. These are gonna be like their own little villas with their giant yards and fountains and all that stuff. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. And I also need to replace my windows up there. God, I got so much work I need to do, and I ain't done none of it. I've had this house for 3 years, over 3 years now, and I haven't done a single thing to it. Lumber mill. Farms. Let's put some more townhouses up over here. Probably interspersed. I think there's got to be an old tavern down there, right? I mean, really, I could just take any of these assets and call it a tavern. There's so much to choose from. I'm gonna have to keep these in mind too. You know, Feline, I tend to agree. Yeah, who needs a liquor license? That's just, if you know what? If I sell alcohol that ends up poisoning somebody, the market will dictate whether or not I stay in business. I don't need some bureaucrat telling me that, oh, you're qualified to serve people out, to open a beer and serve it to somebody. Fuck you. That's what I have to say. Pardon my français. Let's put some more trees down. So really, at this point, it's just like, we're just gonna fill up space. This guy's probably got a couple of trees around his place as well. But not pine trees. Oh, you know what'd be crazy? Oh, damn it. Come on. this here. This guy's just got a couple of trees around his place that grow in the snow. Or that it's like they've got snow on them. That might be retarded and I might change it later, but you know. He's the Christmas wizard. Actually, you know what? I think let's get rid of these. And maybe they'll have some of those nice pointy trees. Where did I see those? Not pine trees, the ones that are deliberately like trimmed. They might have been in the battle map area. I think they were. No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to, because I know, like, you know those trees that are deliberately planted and they are trimmed into specific shapes. I saw some of those somewhere, and I want to put some of those down in there. Actually, let me go back here. Where did I see those? Nope, not there. But they'll definitely have some flowered hedges. Oh, you know what? You're right. Yep. If there's anything that the ATF is bad at dealing with, it's dogs in churches. Oh. That's not right. And then we're gonna take that, move it down a layer. Because I want to make sure that it kind of dips behind this house here. Oh, that ain't gonna work. We need to go up a little bit more, I think. What's up, Kyle? I'm gonna have to figure this out because I think he would probably have a fence too. I might get rid of those actually. I just spent the last 10 minutes putting together this hedge, and I might get rid of them. I wish they had more of these. Like more designs, because I see. Okay. Because it seems to me that they would have an actual like fence or something. Huh. All right, well, guys, we didn't finish the map like I was hoping today, but we did make some progress. So we've got some water flowing in the map. We've got some motion. We've got the beginnings of a relatively well-settled town. I think the hardest part might be... Oh, man. The hardest part might be getting this put together, because this is going to be a lot more orderly and deliberate than this over here. This is probably going to be a little bit more chaotic. This more so, this a little bit less so, because people are getting a little bit more money. And this up here is going to be a little bit, well, it's going to be very orderly. And then this down here will probably end up being, this will probably be slums, I think. This over here. Just because, I mean, it's not near the docks, and it's not adjacent to the, we'll call it the, for now, we'll call it the Capital District or something. But I think this down here is definitely going to be a little bit more, it's going to be like shacks and tents and stuff like that. So, I think like the favelas in Brazil. Is that, am I using the right word here? The question is, if you have hedges, does that create hedgehogs, or you have hedgehogs and by their existence the hedges grow? I don't think there have been enough studies on that yet, Feline. Or VJJ. I don't think there've been enough studies. And here we are. The government's giving money for, you know, gain of function research when we really should be figuring out what comes first. Hedgerows or hedgehogs? And with that deep thought, I'll save my Socratic questioning for next stream. But I'm going to hand the floor over to Crimson Throne. If you all were going to jump on over there, I'm going to leave you to that. If you got other things you're going to do with your day, I'm going to leave you to that. I got other things I need to do with my day. But for what it's worth, I appreciate you all joining in and talking to me. We actually had quite a few people hop in and, you know, chat amongst themselves today. So thanks for hopping in, talking to me, and humoring me as I construct this map. This is going to be a saga of sorts, and I think actually what I'm going to have to do after this is probably come up with some key locations and lore and all that stuff for this map. So That should be fun. But with that, I will leave you. Adieu, auf Wiedersehen, gesundheit, and God bless. Have a good Saturday, everybody.